Okay, Sora is a fucking psychopath. That is one thing that we know so far in Arc V, is that Sora is a fucking psycho. I've got to say, in this episode, it really depicted, and it made me, like, hate the character, actually. I'm like, what the fuck? This guy is like a fucked up little brat. Like, what the hell is wrong with him? Like, he's going throughout this whole duel saying, oh, it's, like, fun hunting people, making them suffer. I'm like, calm the fuck down. It's a fucking card game. Just because you did some fucking fucked up shit back in the day and all that, say like, oh, I used to hunt like your resistance people for a living. He's like there in the fucking game saying, trying to get everyone to have the attention around me, and then he gets butthurt for like getting beaten up a bit in the duel. It's like, god damn, Sora. Like, I gotta say, in this episode, like, it finished off the whole match between Sora versus Kurosaki, and he literally pulled all out the stops. Like, he used his thermal bear, he pulled out like I think it was like an edge imp saw, and he's like did about like 3 fusion summonings like that. We got to see like his destroy lion. We got to see like there was another one that he brought out, like the sheep. And I'm telling you, these things look straight out of fucking Five Nights at Freddy's. Like, especially the sheep. Like, that looks like that belongs straight in with Five Nights at Freddy. That belongs with Freddy Fazbear and, like, Chica and all those creepy things. Because, I'm not gonna lie, these things look very disturbing. And, yeah, I don't want to be using the lights on that. Because I don't think the little lights in Five Nights at Freddy are going to keep these bad boys away from them. And it's like, you see that Wheel Law sign actually had, like, a really cool effect. Like, it was able to, like, destroy an opponent's monster and deal damage equal to its attack points. And then, like, literally because of action cards and because of reasons, it was able to cancel out. And then he also brought out to, like, take care of, like, both the sheep and the lion. Like, he brought out, like, more of these raid raptors. Like, he had Burning Falcon come out, which has, like, 1,000 attack points, which is, like, you know, that isn't too bad. Like, 1,000 attack points. Okay, he's able to use rank up magic, which is, like, something that I thought I would actually generally never see again. I thought that was just something, you know, that the last season of ZL had, like, we stickers like, oh, we can use rank up magic now and, you know, make them more powerful, like they did with, like, the numbers, like, where they had, like, all the 106 and, like, 7s, like, when they went over to the other hundreds, they all had, like, rank up magic for that. So I was pretty generally surprised that there was a raid up Raptors, and he has not one, but 2 of these rank up magics, and one of them is pure bullshit. This episode would have been absolutely amazing, like nearly 10s and 10 out of 10 if it wasn't for this one bit that I'm going to mention later on. But he brought out the sheep. The sheep was going to destroy his monster. That didn't work. He used like all kinds of magic, and then Sora literally losing it, like buying on a low pop, and he like going absolute psycho, saying that he loved like hunting down the resistance. So we already knew that he had a connection between, you know, like the fake humor and everyone else and all that. Like, he had, like, connections with everyone. And it makes sense now that what really was their connection. But it seems like Sora is the bad guy here. And it makes me wonder, like, Yuya is, like, being hanging out with a completely nutter dick. And we see that, you know, he's actually pretty, you know, good at evading stuff like that. Because, you know, this is a realistic duel. Well, it's supposed to be anyway, unless it's very over-dramatized. Because, you know, you actually take actual battle damage. And, like, you see that Sora, like, at the end, like, gets hit by a freaking, like, massive building when he brings out the revolution thing, which was, like, this is pure bullshit. Okay, so when Sora used his Chimera, like, giant destroy Chimera, which he used, like, this giant fusion summoning, which, you know, it banished, you know, the lion, the sheep, and his bear, and it made this awesome fucking monster called, like, you know, the Destroy Chimera. It had 2,800 attack points, and its ability is kind of like Goyo Guardian. It takes control of one of your opponent's monsters, but the only difference is that it has, like, I believe it gets a 300 attack point boost at the end, so it gets, like, about, it was, like, 3,100. And then, out of nowhere, the convenient card that Kurosaki has is rank up magic, like, Revolution Force, which he was able to make Revolution Falcon. But this is the thing, apparently, you have to, your opponent has to take control of one of your XCs or something like that. It's like, they have to have an XC on the field, and then you're able to use this card and rank it up by 1. Okay, this thing is like a level, rank 6 or something. How many fucking times are you going to have a rank 5 or even higher like that, like, just to even bring out? It made, like, no fucking sense. Like, when it, like, how would you know that your opponent's either going to take conveniently your monster by somehow, or that they're going to bring out XYZs themselves? Like, that, I don't know, that was just, like, the only bit that I was, like, really disappointed, because I love this episode. I thought this was a really interesting one. We got a lot more details. It actually judge Sora's character now. Like, I don't think even you should be even talking, let alone hanging around with him. And, like, even he was treating him like trash. Like, even still, he was saying, like, come back here, you XC scum, and stuff like that. So, yeah, this was, like, a generally good episode. Like, I really enjoyed this one. It's just that honestly, if it would have said like from either side of the field, if it would have honestly said like, or like, you know, something like that, then that would have made a little bit more sense. But it's like, oh, it just happens to be when my opponent has an XE. Nah, that just sounds fucking stupid. That just sounds like original Yu-Gi-Oh. Oh, I just happen to have the card in my hand. But other than that, that was a great duel. Like, everyone was like, they were countering each other. Sora got cocky at the end, you know, and that's like how he lost and all that. But that true question at the end is like, was he actually supposed to die or something? But like, he literally stopped right at the end, because Kurosaki literally stopped right at the end. Like, say, like, so it seems like he was generally going to actually kill Sora or something like that, because they're all talking about, oh, you're going to die in this duel and stuff like that. So other than that, I really enjoyed this episode. Like, it was just those two little bits that really confused me at the end. I thought this was like one of the best Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc the episodes we've actually had. This was like a really good duel, and it actually generally made me surprised. It's like when they had that big plot twist in Xiao, which I don't really like Xiao that much, but the one plot twist that they had with the guy was actually pretty awesome. So yeah, with Shingetsu. So I thought that was a really good plot twist. Other than that, yeah, this was a great episode. I'm going to give this one a 8 this week. Thought it was a really good episode of Arc V, but that's all from me. So thank you very much for watching. As always, remember, I'll see you guys next time.